Will Alex Pereira have a successful heavyweight debut by taking out Ciryl Gane for the interim heavyweight title? See who fighters are picking in the latest edition of MMA Pros Pick.
We'll see how we're gonna, he is big right now, so we will see how he's gonna move in this division. But I think he know how to, even if he's so big, he know how to move very good, very fast, good timing, and maybe he will knock out the Ciryl Gane. So this is my opinion. Second round KO, and he will be, champion. Yeah, because this is title fight.
It is interim title. Yeah, Aspinall would still be the undisputed, but you're right about that.
I actually think Pereira, with the pressure and just the composure he brings, like how he just able to walk people down with his hands. He believes in his head movement. He believes in his defense. He presents a different puzzle. I think he'll be able to corral Gane, but we know Gane likes to do that in and out, almost like the karate, like a wonder boy. He likes that. I think Pereira's able to walk him down and just catch him with a big hook. I think it happens in first round. I think he's able to get his range, and he gets him with a big hook and he drops him.
It's hard to predict that, because it's talking about the two guys that have a lot of experience, a lot of dynamic and what is they keep boxing before and everything. I want to see that fight so bad, but I think the power they have at Pereira and everything, but Ciryl Gane at the same time have a lot of dynamic with the feet, punches, the point, everything. I think I go to decision, and decision we get it Ciryl Gane.
Man, I was talking to Francis about that over the weekend, and Francis brought up a lot of really good points. A guy who's been in there with Ciryl and trained with Ciryl Gane. Francis leans towards Ciryl in that fight just because he thinks he's going to have the movement and the size advantage. Obviously, doesn't feel like the takedown will be any threat. Breakdown of why he thinks Ciryl Gane is going to be able to win that fight, I thought was pretty interesting. So he got my wheels turning. So yeah, definitely take a look at Ciryl in that fight.
Alex is the man. I think that Alex, I might take a lot of flack for saying this. Alex Pereira goes out and wins the interim title against Ciryl Gane. I think that's enough for me to have him pegged as the best of all time, and then he goes in there into a fight with Aspinall. I think whether he gets to fight Aspinall for the undisputed title or not, to have 3 world championships, doesn't matter if one's an interim or not. You hold 3 titles in 3 weight classes in the UFC, you're the man.
That's actually a lot more unique of a fight, I think, than people are giving credit. I know people wanted to see Jones or whatever. Who do I got in that fight? I think Gane. Let's go with Gane.
Ciryl Gane. Yeah, he's bigger. Yeah, he's bigger and good footwork, more stronger. Yeah.
That's a tough puzzle, to be honest. I think Ciryl Gane obviously moves for a heavyweight so well, and then he cracks. So if Pereira slows that down, I think by the kicks, which he can, he has the good calf kicks. I think I might go with Pereira on this one, to be honest.
Just because I want to see history. I want to see history being made. I'm gonna go with Pereira.
I feel like the size difference is going to be huge. I think probably Ciryl Gane going to grapple him up. I wouldn't be too surprised seeing that. Yeah.
Ooh-wee. Believe it or not, I'm going to go with Ciryl Gane. Ciryl Gane, I feel like he's got a lot of different things. I think he fights like a lightweight, but obviously is a heavyweight. And I feel like, that's going to be a banger too. Obviously, he's going to have to watch out for that hook. He's going to have to watch out for that calf kick. But as long as he stays on his bike and gets moving, I feel like he moves a little bit better than Pereira does. So that's going to be a banger as well.
Oh, I got to go with Poatan. I've never been super impressed by Ciryl, but and obviously Potan's going up in weight. But you got to go with him, man. I absolutely love his fighting style. And the guy's got a left hook, that could knock a freaking elephant over.
Movement. I'm going with the movement this time. Ciryl Gane.
That's a good fight too. I think to It's a really good fight. I think I'm leaning towards Gane. I think Gane just more heavyweight framed. I think his power is going to stick a little bit better. I think Pereira takes a lot of punches. I don't know if he should be taking heavyweight punches too much. So I think I'm leaning Ciryl Gane, but I love Alex. He's one of the most exciting fighters. So,
man, I'm a big Alex Pereira fan, but Ciryl Gane on the feet he floats like a butterfly, stings like a bee. I might have to go with Ciryl Gane.
I think I'll go with Pereira. I think he hits harder. The thing is, it'd be hard to choose anyone to beat Alex Pereira in a stand-up fight, and that's what Cyryl's going to be doing. I feel like with Alex's jump up to heavyweight, I think if he stays there, he'll come unstuck with people who are going to take him down. With maybe a little bit of size difference and stuff. But the stand-up guys, I don't thought you'd struggle to get a man to beat him, I think.
I keep saying it. Alex Pereira, he's good for the UFC. He's good for the sport of MMA. I'm gonna go with Alex, man. I like to see that first 3-time UFC or 3-division champ in the UFC. I don't know if anybody else has done it, so that'd be crazy.
That's another tricky one, man. I want to see how Alex feels at heavyweight. I want to see how he's moving, how he moves at heavyweight. You know what I mean? I know I've jumped classes. I was a 170 guy, and I went up to 185 and fought at 205. And there's a difference between the weight classes, So I want to see how he moves. Does he look sluggish? Is he quicker? But Ciryl Gane isn't like your normal heavyweight. He's pretty athletic, pretty light on his feet. So I think it's just gonna come down to like anything else, man. Who's gonna get hit? I think if Alex Pereira hits him, I think he'll do what he did to everybody else. I think he has that type of power.
I have to say Pereira. I mean, people are trying to say that Gane's bigger, has more power. I definitely don't think he has more power than Pereira. He might be bigger, but I don't think he has more striking and punching power. Gane is very technical. He dances around. I like his savate kickboxing style. But Pereira is just an animal, so I got to go with him.
That's a tricky one, man. Ciryl Gane is very athletic for the weight class. He's a real heavyweight. Not that Pereira's not. I think Pereira is a real heavyweight as well. But Pereira's on a big high right now, super dangerous. And I think Cyryl's kind of slept on, to be honest. His striking is very crisp. He understands range the same way Pereira does. I'm interested in that one. I would lean towards Pereira just with the momentum on his back, and he has real serious one-punch KO power, and that's a good one to bet on. You know what I mean? So I would probably lean towards Pereira, but I wouldn't be surprised if Ciryl gives him more of a scrap than people are expecting.
So I'm gonna get a lot of heat for this, but I'm taking Ciryl Gane. I think Alex can win, but it's hard for me to bet on a guy that has fought at 85 and, is now fighting at heavyweight. Ciryl Gane's footwork is very impressive for a heavyweight. I know he's not the most exciting fighter. Me and him got a lot of that in common, but I think his footwork's going to be too good. I think it's going to be really hard for Alex to hit him without getting caught on the way. I'm taking Ciryl Gane. And it's like, okay, is his power going to, move up with him? And the answer could be yes. But if he can't hit the guy, I think he's going to slow down a bit more because he's carrying that extra weight. He's trying to knock the dude out. And I feel like Gane is going to have good footwork. He teeps really well. He counters really well. So I'm picking Ciryl Gane in this.
Ooh, cool fact. I got to fight on TKO's last event with Ciryl Gane. He was the main event. And sitting ringside, hearing that guy hit people was like nothing else you could ever explain. I'm going to take Ciryl just because.
Oh, Alex Pereira all day. Alex Pereira by knockout.
Pereira?
Oof. I just saw this video yesterday. I was thinking to myself that Cyril is going to be a little bit too big for Alex, but I saw Alex step on the scale yesterday, and he's like, what was it? It was like 245, 250. I was like, man, that's crazy. He's a big boy. I'm going to go with Pereira.
I'm going with Tama. Tama all the way, for sure.
I would like to see Pereira do it, so I'm going to pick Pereira.
On this one, I go with Ciryl Gane. I think
Alex Pereira, once again, he has dynamite in his hands. He's very good. He's proven it all. I just believe that, people are sleeping on Ciryl Gane, even against Aspinall. I know there was the eye pokes and everything, but I do believe that Ciryl was winning, and it was for sure early in the fight. But I've seen Ciryl at TKO days. I fought on the same card as him. I've seen him in the gym too, and man, this guy is a beast. He's a beast, and he's very smart fighter. His in and out, his movement. He doesn't move like other fighters. I do believe that Ciryl will outstrike Pereira. As crazy as it is, I think that he will outstrike him. I think Ciryl wins the decision.
Great fight. Could go either way, man. But I'm leaning towards Pereira, man, landing that hook and putting him out.
Damn, that's a tough fight too. I think it's gonna be hard for Gane to deal with his pressure, because people are saying, "Oh, Gane has light feet," blah 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 blah. But I also think you got to think Pereira has been dealing with lighter guys his whole career, even during his kickboxing career. And I mean, what is Gane? He's a kickboxer. He's not gonna wrestle you. He's not gonna, you know what I mean? So you have to lean Pereira that fight, in my opinion.
I feel like Gane definitely has the tools to like upset him and to kind of like shit on everybody's plans, but I think Alex Pereira eventually will get to him. I feel like the way he like corners guys and kind of breaks guys down and gets better as the fight goes, I feel like that'll probably give him the advantage, and he'll get it done.
Pereira by KO.
Pereira, no reason. Yep, Pereira.